This is the first dollar I made at Green Spring Station, 1997. I've been in business since 1997. I don't do no advertising. Everything is word of mouth. I'm on Yelp. You can Google search Shorty's Barbecue, Shorty's Bootleg Barbecue. So good, I'm illegal. That's Ivan Bates. I'm a cook in Baltimore. I went to Ivan Bates and blew the whistle on the courts, and Ivan Bates didn't do anything about that. Now Ivan Bates is the state's attorney. So we're going to cook this up. Like I said, I'm the cook in Baltimore. That's the Shorty program. I'm a non-profit organization, self-help organization for the redevelopment and re-education of the young. That's Ozzie Newsome. That's Ed Mulatullo from the Ravens. And that's Martin Luther King. His birthday coming up. All right? If you deny you know me on earth, will you deny you know me in heaven? That's Shorty's Bootleg Barbecue. Shorty's Bootleg Barbecue. So good, I'm illegal. I'm the community preferred vendor. And these are the supporters of Shorty's. In 2007, y'all locked me up and charged me with terrorism. I went home on vacation and came back on probation because I was making a documentary about the war on drugs. And that's the United States Constitution. That's your First Amendment. So we're going to learn something today. That's the First Amendment. Congress shall not make any laws representing an establishment of religion, prohibiting the exercise thereof, abridging the freedom of speech or of the press. I got a right to make a movie. That's covered under the First Amendment. You locked me up in 2011 again, and you took all my property. So we go to the Constitution. The right for the people to be secure in their properties, houses, papers, and effects against unreasonable searches and seizures. All right? You stole my property under the Fourth Amendment. The Fifth Amendment. No person shall be held to answer for infamous crimes. All right? You broke these constitutional rights violations. The criminal prosecution. The accused shall enjoy the right to be speedy trial. All right? And the 13th Amendment. The 8th Amendment. You did all this to me. You called me a terrorist. And you broke the law. That's Clinton Kelly from Utah, 2007, Shorty's Pit Beef and Ribs. My store was paying for my documentary, and it says it right here, the Sundance Film Festival, my submission for 2009. Right here, my store on Falls Road, Governor Blagojevich, all right? That's 2007, and that's Senator Ben Cardin's. Like I said, I was making a documentary about my life. And you part of it. Social media for social change. I don't need nobody to sign a movie release. These are your elected officials. And Westmore, like I said, I ain't got nothing against Westmore, but I told y'all to get y'all's campaign signs because I'm going to do the campaign of public shame. That's President Obama. In 2008, he asked for an investigation. Ivan Bates been knowing about this since 2006. He was a friend of Frank Boston. All right? The Waukegan New Sun, the Baltimore Sun, they know about this too. That's Miss Stephanie Rawlins Blake. And that's the IRS. I need an audit. I'm out $250 million, my intellectual property. Art and activism. All right? That's Governor Hogan and Al Redmer. I was insured, so when Governor Hogan leave office, before he leave office, he need to turn over that information. Consent to be videotaped. It's a movie about Baltimore. Y'all signed off on that. Parole and probation. It's the art of getting money. And WJZ got to play this whole hour-and-a-half interview. That's my intellectual property. Consent to be videotaped. Dwayne Davis, WJZ. Right there. And we talking about mental health. Spring Grove Medical Facility. That's Brian Frosh. That's Mayor Stephanie Rawlins Blake. That's the IRS. That's Eric Holder in the Department of Justice. And that's Donald Trump and Cox. That's Eric Holder. And that's the Town Hall Community in Crisis. And these are your elected officials. You see that? That's my address, 2009. And these are your elected officials. Baltimore's biggest loser. All right? So through Governor O'Malley, release material to the voters. Ivan Bates, You too. Brian Frost. I'm an honorably discharged veteran of the United States Navy. Social media for social change. Alright? Social media for social change. So Senator Van Hollen, Kwesi Mfume, Mark Steiner, let's tell the truth and shame the devil. In 2011, I was kidnapped by the state. I want my freedom. WEEA Radio, Dr. K. Nobody want to talk about this. I own me. That's black ownership. That's black ownership. Shorty, pull your mask up. No, she been lying to you. Ivan Bates, you got to deal with this. It's like a three-headed tiger. All three of y'all know about this. And our elected officials ain't doing nothing about this. See Dante Hickman? Ask Dante Hickman when I came into the church and hollered mic check. Ask Charles Barkley. Alright? Ask Delegate Stephanie Smith. Kwesi Mfume who I am. Ask Kaylin Young. This movie's going to be all about Baltimore. I got a Jailhouse Diary from 2007. A Jailhouse Diary from 2011. This is to prove I was making a movie about your judicial system. That's the Minority Report. That's the Constitution. And that's Shorty. We're going to come full circle. Ivan Bates, you the state's attorney. I'm a whistleblower on the courts. You're an officer of the courts. You got to take my complaint. If you don't take my complaint, we go to the Supreme Court. It don't matter to me. I don't get no justice. Y'all ain't going to get no peace. This the campaign of public shame. 2023 belong to me.